Ba-da-da-ba-da-da-ba! Hi guys, hello, it's been a while. Guys, is Speedy for getting third, Evan second, and Ash is first. Yippee! Hi guys, I think it's been like a week or two since I last streamed. Sorry about that. Didn't mean for it to take this long, but you know, shit happens. Just figure out how I was missing your streams earlier today. That's so fun. Yeah, so like when I did my last lore stream, I hadn't been feeling the best. I've been a bit depresso. So I was like, I need to take a break for my mental health, which is always very important. Everybody take a break for your mental health whenever you can. And during that break, so much shit has like been going on. And like in a positive way, not in like a bad way, but like in like a positive way. I've been hanging out with a lot of people on Gardenfell, which has been really cute. We had a new member event, which I was a part of as my NPC Spades. For anyone who missed that, I did link to a stream other people were doing in my Discord when it happened. But you know, there's been other stuff happening since that, and I've appeared in a couple of people's streams as like both Lepion, my bird NPC, and then Spades, because I love Spades. I made that model myself. I love him so much. And I even did a tiny bit of lore with Cat. It was literally like I joined the server 30 minutes before Cat is about to do a stream, and then I get pulled into VC with Lizzie and Kat, and they're like, hey, can you be a part of a lore? And I'm like, okay. And I was not prepared and I was not ready, so I didn't record it. It is, however, in a journal entry on the Jasper's Journal document. I updated that recently, so all of the lore recaps are there, and then the journal entries for each. And I think for anything that I do as Jasper while not streaming, if I don't record it, I'll write a journal entry of it, and if I do record it, I'll try and play it at the start of whatever lore stream I do next. I didn't record last time because I was not in the headspace to do so, and I wasn't expecting to be around in that lore for that long. But yeah, Spades is very fun. They're my Chaos Gremlin. I have a couple of fun plans for them with people. What's really funny is the lovely Zealous Muse. His character Soren, people have started shipping him with Spades. It is such a crack ship, but you know what, it's really funny. Because I've just started completely antagonizing Soren. Because it's funny for me. It's funny. I also realize I don't think my VTube model is actually picking up my correct microphone. So I'm gonna check that quickly if I can remember where it is. That's not the right thing. That was zooming out. That was zooming out. Why is the camera zooming in? I forget. Okay, microphone. There we go. Okay, because I think the last time I used the model, I was actually using it with voice mod on, and I don't have voice mod on today. Voice mod can be like a little annoying. I have a glitch with voice mod where if I have it open while I'm in Discord, even if I'm not actively using a voice, it'll just like turn me into like an inaudible mess, which just is not fun at all. But it happens. It happens and I hate it. It happens and I hate it so much. But yeah. So I think today what we're going to be doing, right now I just want to have a little catch up with chat, and in a few minutes we're going to swap over to the game. I don't think there's anything that I've done that you guys haven't seen, but I could take you guys to see the event area from the last event as just like a fun moment because I worked quite hard on that spot. And I like showing things off. I promise there'll be future events where I'll actually be attending as not an NPC. It'll happen. It'll happen, I'm sure. But yeah, other than like silly Minecraft related things, what has been going on? My dad's at poker tonight. Didn't know he played poker, but he's at poker tonight. He actually told me he was like a champion in our county at one point, and then went into a championship and like completely wiped the first round because what was it? He had a full house and the person he was against had a full house, but the other person's full house was like better than his. Kind of reminds you of a border collie. They need to be given a job or they will find some kind of job to give themselves, which usually does not end up well for the border collies owners. You're so correct. There's so much I could say about spades, but I can't spoil shit. If you want to see more about spades, I recommend checking out Zealous Muse. I will actually give Zeal a shout out because Zeal is awesome. And I like Zeal a lot. Zeal is cool friend. Go follow Zeal. Spades is gonna be fucking with Zeal a lot. And probably also hanging out with Con, because Con is Spades' dad now. Con has adopted Spades as their child, and Spades has adopted Con as their father. So yeah, definitely give Zeal a follow. Give all the new people a follow if you haven't already. They're very, very cool, very, very special. And I'm waiting for Jam Jamie Can Fly to show up because they are one of the new members, but the server fucking hates them, so they need to wait and get more RAM, and I'm sad. I'm sad, but it's okay. It's okay, because it's okay. I will have my Jamie Can Fly time in the future, and I won't have to cry about it. Also, don't tell anybody, but I am drinking too. I've had a cider in my fridge since Christmas, and I just thought it's the weekend, I'm gonna have my cider. Cause it's good. It's good. Very yum indeed. I will have to remember, I think I have a good enough. I have a bit of water. I have water for after. What the fuck? That scared me. Oh my god, sorry. I have a torch by my desk and it's very long and it just fell over and it scared the shit out of me. But yeah, other than the server stuff, this one you'll find. Yeah, I usually don't have more than one. It might make me a little toasty and I'll have to take my hoodie off, which might not be a good idea just because I have wet hair right now and I don't want to damage my headset, but you know what, it'll be fine. It will probably be damp by then anyway. But yeah, I say too much and I fucking hate it. Every time I hear myself say it, I like lose a piece of my will to live. But it's okay. It's all right. Some of the fun things that I've done off stream was I took all the new people on Gardenfell to like fight the Guardian of Gaia. It went about as well as you expect for new people who have only been on the server for 2 days. It was very, very silly and very, very fun. And, you know, we've just been hanging out. I've just been popping into lore when I can. It's difficult for me because of time zones and shit. And, you know, my dad's work schedule, so I can't be up late, but I want to be up late because all my friends... You don't know how bad FOMO can be until you go to bed and wake up and there's like 50 new messages and screenshots of people having fun and you're not included and you're like, I was asleep. That's how I feel. Time zones are bitches. It's also so bad. An old series from your childhood that's still going on. Ooh, what series? What series? I've been just watching a lot of this comedy improv group called Shoot from the Hip. They also have a D&D channel, which I need to check out soon, but they're really, really funny. Like, all their stuff is completely improvised, and it's very entertaining. Lego Ninjago! I need to check out Lego Ninjago. I've been beefing with Lego Monkey Kid, because it's not officially cancelled, but they're not, like, working on a new season. And I'm like, on one hand, maybe that's for the best because season 5 sucked ass. On the other hand, I miss my silly monkeys. Seasons 1 through 4 was so good, and then season 5 happened, and I want to die, and I'm just like, no. The Shoot from the Hip are amazing. It's some of the like funniest stuff I've seen in a while. They've just been on my TikTok for a bit, and I'm just like, you know what, I need something to watch, so I'm gonna put that on, and I did. It was great. I'm gonna watch the D&D campaign, which I think is Roll from the Hip, is that channel. So that would be fun. That's on my to watch list. I have too many things on my to watch list. Lego Ninjago just came out on the official Lego channel YouTube since it's Ninjago's 15th anniversary this year. Oh, well, that's very fun. That's very fun. I should try watch Lego Ninjago. I just hear because it's been going on quite a while, it can be a little bit messy. But you know, there's a lot of shows which are a little bit messy. I look at Ruby and I cry and I strangle it. I've been having a pretty good time recently, which is good. And my sister is currently about to move into her own house. It's a rental, but it's better than her shitty apartment. So, you know, I'm very proud of her. Babysit my niece yesterday so that she could pack because my niece just likes picking things up. And when you're trying to pack and there is a not even 2-year-old taking everything out of the boxes, it makes life kind of difficult. So, you know, that's kind of what the vibe has been. But yeah, it's cute. I'm very happy for her. It's not like, it's a little farther from my house than her current place is, but it's not too bad. So, you know, I still need to get like more comfortable driving alone because I haven't driven in several months. When my dad finally gets himself a new car and I have this one to myself, then I'll be able to go places and do things more often. But I just don't like to right now. I just feel like real stressed about it for some reason. Maybe it's just my natural anxiety because I do have a lot of that, but you know, there's a thing. Here's another funny thing. As climbing faces trampoline. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Yeah. It's gonna be interesting because I don't know if I mentioned on stream before, my sister is having another kid. So I just found out recently I'm gonna have a nephew. And I'm really curious to see how my niece handles having a sibling. I don't think she'll be bad with it. They say she's really good at nursery, but you know, little kids can be funny. Little kids can be very funny. She really likes crawling up the stairs, and then she tripped off the stairs, and I was like, oh shit. It was only the bottom steps. She was fine, but yeah, I'm sure it'll be good. Another weird thing I've mentioned before, there's like a spot near my house where I walk my dogs. I call it the paddock because it's a paddock, and they put cows in it. And for some reason, this year, they're Highland cows. Like Aberdeen Angus, like the really fluffy ones with hair down their faces, like, so they can't see shit. Those kind of cows have never been in that field before, but they are now, and because of it, there's been like crowds upon crowds of people there, like almost every day. Today, I went past a crowd of 20 goddamn people, just came in to gawk at the cows. Most people walk their dogs through there. No, these were just people without any dogs or animals of their own, just came to look at the cows, and I'm like, they're very cute. Why the fuck are you in here? But I do love a Highland cow. They're very cute and very sweet, but you know, cows are dangerous, guys. You gotta be careful. I've been chased by a cow before and it was not fun. It was kind of scary, actually. But it's okay. I survived, and that's what matters. God damn, they're just cows. Exactly. I guess it's a novelty because I live near a city. Like, it's not really farmland here. Though I guess in England, you're never too far from a farm. But yeah, it's this kind of weird. It's just kind of weird. But I think it's like a council-owned area, and I think the cows are let in there to, like, free labor to mow the lawn. That's the best I can really put to it. But yeah, that's the vibe. That's been the vibe recently. Um and overall I've just been chilling. I've just been being a silly little guy. Working on just random odds and ends on the server. There's been a couple of builds that I've been doing. Um which have been very fun. I built an arena yesterday. Also, don't mind my tracking freaking out. It's because I'm rubbing my eye. Um, you got a farmland around you. That's cool. I used to live in a like bit more of a rural area, but now I don't. Now I live a bit from the city, and you know, it's nice. I actually been really craving milkshakes recently. Like I could really go for a good Oreo milkshake because they're so tasty and they're so delicious, and I want one in my belly. Also, just chocolate. I just always want something sweet. Sweet things are just too good. They're too good. Oh, But sorry, I just got DM'd in chat. Yeah. I got DM'd in chat because obviously I am in the game right now, but we're gonna be doing something kind of different today. I don't know if I actually mentioned it already. So I'm gonna mention it again if I already have said it. But basically, like, because I've been doing so much lore as like my NPCs, I really want to do lore as Jasper. And what I usually do is I usually like plan things out and just, you know, I have a plan and then I do stuff and then it's all good. You have candy? Don't make me jealous. I want candy. All I have is a cider. I want candy. But usually when I do lore, it is planned out because I have like anxiety, and unless it's an event, it's just easier because time zones again. If I'm like, okay, this person and me, we do something, and all the things that we say and like majority of the things that we do are improv, but there's always like a baseline of what's going to be happening. I don't really have that today, but after like the first hour of stream, I'm gonna open myself up to doing lore with anyone who's online, and there's a few people online. Not a lot because again, time zones, but we're definitely gonna hang out with Lizzie a bit, and we might meet Taz's character. Um, Sweet candy on Saturdays. That's really fun. I wish we had that. I want that tradition. I want just chocolate all the time. It would be so fun. But yeah, we're gonna be able to do a bit of Jasper lore, which is gonna be like very different from how I usually format it. We will like still swap over to like my lore thingamabob, and I will change the stuff on my screen to like fit how I like to do lore. But other than that, it will just be like completely improv off the cuff. Kind of not good though. That's fair. It's like Guy Fawkes over here. Guy Fawkes is the British tradition of holding a bonfire night in like November to celebrate that time someone tried to blow up Parliament and failed. It's like, it is a great celebration. Everyone loves it and they love the fireworks and everything, but what they don't love is the guy who tried to blow up Parliament. Just very silly. And see how long it is. That's how much you hurt off your hair. And you didn't cut it with what you'd expect. Cut a thumb worth of hair with a razor. It's still long, but not down your back anymore. Oh, wow. That's like a chunk. I can't even imagine cutting a bit of hair with a razor. That feels like it would be difficult. But okay. Okay. That happened, I guess. Okay, I run out of things to yabber about, so we're gonna get into game. Not lore yet, just in the game. And I guess I'll just show you stuff. I don't remember what stuff you guys have seen and what stuff you haven't seen. But we're just gonna be a silly little guy for a moment. Hello, I'm a silly little guy. This is my moment. This is my moment. It feels weird being in Jasper skin because I've been in Spades. Spades has become my kind of default if I'm doing admin stuff. Because it just makes sense to me. But yeah, let's look at the things that I have. There's only like 2 major things I can think of, but also Bozu. I don't have Hytale yet. I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. I need to get that, and I need to get the Cult of the Lamb DLC, because I've also not opened and played Cult of the Lamb yet, but they're on my list. I just need to do it. I just need to do it. I've been a bit distracted with Cookie Run Kingdom, I will admit, because it's the like 5th anniversary. And I've just been doing a lot of stuff with my cookies. Haven't actually been on today, that being said, but I've been, every time I'm not doing Minecraft stuff, I've been doing stuff with cookies. And today I was doing stuff for the other server members, because I was like, I can give you guys cute things. Cold DSP was a lot of fun. Yeah, it sounds really good. I want to play with it. Yeah, this is my Bozu. These are actually real things. This is what Cast Form, the Pokemon, is based on. They're like in Japan. They'll make these little things because they believe that they can ward off bad weather. And they're very, very cute. But this one, if I give it sunflowers, sometimes a couple sunflowers, it will clear the skies. So, you know, way to clear storms if in survival. I might need to make another one and put it upstairs because I can't come. This is my out of lore area, so I can't come down here during lore. That is a rule I've set for myself. But I like my Bozu. It's very, very cute. And then down here, I have some new puppies, because I realized you can get blue soul versions of the foxhounds. So this is Vesperia, and this is Solaris. They are my babies. You are annoying to get. Because I had both of them in the cages that I had just found in the world, but the cages glitch sometimes and won't let you release animals. So for the red one, I could just like summon one and it would appear and then I could tame it. The blue one has to be done in the biome, and for some reason, picking it up and carrying it places and then teleporting with it erased it from existence. So I had to manually transport it all the way home from a Soul Sand Valley. You were mean to me, but it's okay. They power my furnace now. They're my babies. I really love them. They're supposed to like sleep if you put them on magma, but when I tried it, they like sleep upright like that, and it doesn't look great. Thank you for the 5 community gift subs, Ash. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You're so very sweet to me. You're so very sweet. I also did fix up this armor. I was complaining about it a lot. But I managed to fix it up. I might actually change it again, because I kind of wanted a set of armor without blessing on it. I do have this armor, but this does have blessing on it. This is my lore stuff for when I go into lore later. But yeah, I managed to get this working. The thing that wasn't working was the trousers. I didn't realize that, actually no, it's the shoes. Yeah, Spectral Bite goes on the shoes, and I didn't realize that. But yeah, I like this armor set. There's another armor set, which is, is it it's Caves and Caverns. Yeah, it's this. It's the sanguine stuff. I kind of want to make this, but you need living flesh, and to make living flesh, you need ghast tears. And getting ghast tears is really annoying. So thank you guys for level 2 hype train. Oh my goodness. Getting ghast tears is really annoying, especially for the amount that you need for this armor. I don't even know what it does. I just kind of want to put armor sets on my wall. So I want like another one here and another one here. I might, if I get the Sanguine, I might put it here and then put the Shadow Walker one there and then find another edgy one to put there. Let me look at chest. There is the wither stuff, which could be cool. I don't really know what it does. Gives your attackers wither. I mean, that's obvious, but you know, I might get that. Or I was also thinking of trying to get like Elementium because I like it. I don't really care to have Terra Steel, even though I could make it. But Elementium, whilst expensive to get, I do have a lot of mana ingots. I will show you. You gonna play Reaper? Okay, thank you for the luck though, Ash. I hope you can chat again later. Don't actually know how long Laura's gonna be today, because my dad is out, and when my dad is out, I feel a lot more comfortable going for longer. So we're just gonna kind of vibe and see how I feel. I might actually break this for now. Don't mind the blinding lights. There we go. Yeah, this is where you can see everyone's died. Most of the deaths that Taz has are from fighting the Gaia Guardian with me. I actually fought the Guardian some more last night with Dov. Oh, it's raining right now. I can tell because it counts this place as outside, so it does the effect. But yeah, I did a lot of fights with a lot of people with the Guardian of Gaia, so I have so much Mana Steel and so many, like, pearls. Not that many diamonds. I did go mining for some more diamonds. I would have a lot of Gaia Spirits. So I could make the Elementium armor pretty easily. In fact, we could probably get all the stuff that we need for that, like, right now. Because, I mean, I have plenty of mana. This stuff should all be full. I need to get my wand out. I also have the Bifrost one, which I haven't used yet, but I have it, and that's what's fun. Yeah, these are good. So let it just... Yep, there you go. It pops straight into your inventory, so I don't think I have to worry about it getting deleted. By the honey bot. 39. I think that's enough. I am not making the tools. I do have a lot of Elementium swords. No, since it's raining, let's show off how my Terracotta Bozu works. Need to get a sunflower. I should have some. Yeah, I have a lot because I was growing them. Are you sad? Can I see your face? Can you spin? Yep, you're sad. Come on, eat them. There we go. Now it's sunny. That's how Terracotta Bozu works. And sky is now clear. And it's a rainbow, so you can tell that it was just raining. It's very, very fun. But let's make a set of Elementium. I also have this armor set, which I can put down. I could make all of the Irons armor sets, technically. Just to have. Which could be a goal. Because I think that could be fun. Okay, well now we have Elementium. Ah, thanks for the hype train, guys. You're so lovely. Do I have any other armor stands? It does not look like I have another armor stand. Okay. I always forget how you craft armor stands. I do have this one, but that's a armor display. It has a box around it, and I don't want that. Armor stand. We got a hype chest. What's in the hype chest? I don't like that emo. It's 3D. I don't like it. Okay. We do not have smooth stone. Okay. Need to make some smooth stone quickly. Let's do... Actually, we don't need 6 because it's just one of those. We're gonna need half. There we go. And we might as well, just cook this in a furnace. I don't think it's worth turning on my full machines for. Let me grab the sticks while I'm down here. There is another thing that I want to make. I love my staff, but I think just for lore later, I think the like wooden staff looks better. So I'm gonna make a basic wooden staff. They basically work the exact same way. The only difference is if you like hit things directly with them, I think. We can also put my Wand of the Forest away. Okay, so we have that. And then there we go. You can get 2. And then boop. Elementary, my dear Watson. Kind of clips into that other one a little bit. Maybe I should put it on the other side. Yeah, let's try it on the other side. I think this armor also, if you have the tiara, it kind of works better, or it summons the fairies at least. So that's what's cool about it. Also, this does look better on this side, so I'm happy with that. Um, yeah, that's very, very fun. From her sleepy loser hours. That's so base. That's so based. I feel it. I feel it so very muchly. Let's go back to the grotto so I can drop off these ingots. There we go. And then let me see. Yeah, the Tiara grants flight. It's currently a banned item. I think I just think of it because Elfheim stuff, you need to make it. It's currently a banned item. I think also need Ender Air to make it, so unless you get Ender Air from the trash, which I think is very, like, it's a 1 in, like, a too big of a number chance. Unless you get that, it's not really useful. But at some point, it is a very pretty cosmetic. At some point in the future, I'm thinking, it's going to become legal, probably if the end opens, which would be very, very fun. But let me look at irons. We want to make the Greybeard staff. So that's just a shovel, iron, and then essence. So I already have the 2 sticks. Let's just get a piece of spruce, a piece of iron, and then the magic room. Daydreaming to the night. There we go. I also realize I need to get rid of these. That's okay. I'll move these downstairs. There we go. Now we have that, which I will use in lore in a bit. Let's move this stuff back downstairs. And exturation. I don't know what that means. I know what you're talking about. And I guess the last thing we can go and run around doing is I'll show you some of the builds that I've worked on or been a part of recently. So let me grab the thing. Oh yeah, everybody, we all love Ash. Ash is awesome. Zeal is online! That's gonna be very fun. That's gonna be very, very fun for later. It's not it's not that. I know where the arena is because I set that up. Let's go to spawn. And then I think it's the green one. Prison, yeah. So this was the event area where all of the new people, the new members were to begin with. Me and Lizzie set this place up together. It was a very, very fun time. I'll show you up the stairs. So we had rooms decorated for all of the members. This is Zeal's room, their characters, Soren and Vod. I put an exclamation mark because Dr. Senka is missing and we couldn't get the Zeal! I hope the model I sent you is working. I worked hard on that. Me trying to learn Figura and texture changes. That totally didn't take me an hour. But hi, Zeal! This is Dr. Senka's room. Jam Jamie Can Fly. This is Kelpie, which is Taz's character. This is Kelpie's room. Lizzie decorated all of these rooms, by the way. Lizzie's very talented. This is Rose or Lucky. I love Lucky. They moved the chest. I don't know why the chest is moved. That's very fun. I should see. Yeah, just make sure you have a keybind set for Figura Action Wheel, and then you press it and it pops up like that. I now have one as well because it's for my hair changes. But yeah, this is the secret room, which Zeal's character was one of the few people who got to see inside of this. For some reason, my mouth checking is being a bitch today, but that's okay. The model's not going to be on all day. But you know, cute room. And then the room at the end was for Alex, aka Rain, aka the winged one. It's very fun and very blue and very pretty. Secret room, yeah, secret room. It was originally gonna be... So we did have enough members to fill the rooms, but we didn't initially. So me and Liz... Oh, initially we had too many members to fill the rooms. So that's why Pearl Pearls was with Taz. But then somebody was like too busy to join, and we were like, okay. So instead of changing Pearl's stuff and then giving them this last room, Lizzie had an idea to put something secret. So we put something secret. Yeah. And then there were also fun little secrets around the room of buttons. No one found this, by the way. No one found this. No one realized this was a trapdoor. They found this one because there's a ladder, so it was more obvious that it was a trap. Also, this was not up there initially. Somebody has moved that. But yeah. Warning, scary. Ah! It's the sequel to the book by the Halloween area that just says boo. I also did not realize the buttons in here did stuff to the curtains, but you know what? It gave them the idea to look behind the curtains, so I'm happy about it. We have the Ravagers having their date. They're very cutesy. We have the fireplace, which people had to break into. And all of the rooms were decorated for what the button did. So this is the repulsion button. And the reason these flowers are here is because they are goat's beard, and the repulsion makes me think of when goats hit you off of a cliff in Minecraft. It basically just pushes entities away from you. So that's what that button did. The button over here is slowness, which is obvious because these spikes give you slowness. The button in here is like the least obvious. Because it was the first one I expected people to find. It wasn't the first one people found. I think the only hint is it's like the black curtains, bats, and then these crystals. This one gives you darkness. Then we'll go through the secret tunnel to the Ravagers. But you're safe, it's okay. This button just highlighted all the players so you could see them through the walls. Someone moved this door as well. I don't know who did this shit. I'm gonna fix that later. Not that it matters anymore, but I'm gonna fix that later because that annoys me. But yeah, that one just would highlight the players going through the trials. Secret tunnel. The one in here gave them poison because these are poison vines, and there's also trash because poison. This was the first one that Taz found, and it's just that there is blood. There was blood on the shelf. This one gives them the bleeding effect, which is basically instant damage. It just takes away a chunk of their health. And instantly somebody died to it, and nobody noticed in chat that it was the button's fault, and I just maniacally laughed. I did not realize the candles had been put out in this room because my Fulbright was on when I built it. The bananas, this one gives them slipping, which makes them slide all over the place, and it's very, very funny. This one is probably the most annoying effect. Actually, let me do tag Asa J remove new. So if I do that, and then I run, 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 and boop. It sends you back to wherever you get the effect from. I once got that while in the Nether, and I got sent all the way across the map for like 2 minutes, and I was so goddamn scared. I was so goddamn scared. It's because of my blessing. I get random positive potion effects, and they're not always as positive as you would like them to be. But I think that's all of the things that I put in here. And I was evil and told the new members that it would help the people coming to save them, and it didn't. And I also threatened them with my puppies up there. Well, it works by the way. Yeah! I'm so glad it works. Now you don't have to just leave and rejoin game whenever you want to change your skin. Yippee! If it breaks at all, let me know, because I've also given my model those toggles for a different thing. Also, this really annoys me. I messed up the selection somehow. Actually, why are these barriers? Oh, I know why these are barriers. Okay, I messed up the selection and for some reason didn't get these top bits and also didn't get that one back there. I don't know how this happened, but the other two doors worked fine and nobody pointed it out that those doors broke. So we're just going to ignore it. I'm actually going to look at the redstone down here. Oh, that's what happened. Somebody broke my fucking redstone. I think the room got flooded. I think the room got flooded when Lizzie was building over here. Yeah, the room got flooded when Lizzie was building and I didn't check it. Well, it still worked. They still managed to be let in. Note to self, Jay, check your goddamn redstone. But it worked. That's all that matters. But the way this worked, I left these riddle books, which I wrote, which is, the cauldron calls for items 4. Throw them inside to open the door. Do so in order or you will fail. Mission impossible, you won't prevail. First comes cups of rich men's sin. Drink till you drop, but don't look within. Next is a star, the pentacle's mark. Enter the sky and find it in the dark. Swords come after, glistening bright. Be glad you won't need to face a fight. Finally, wands, the last item of power. Should you fail now, your fate will be sour. Follow this guide and all will be well, but no... I put the wrong book in. I fixed this and then put the wrong book in. God fucking damn it. But no misstep may bring you closer to hell. I literally did. Is this one fixed? This one is fixed. Okay, I'm gonna shoot myself in the goddamn head. Okay. I'm gonna show you guys the other rooms. If you guys watched Mithril SMP, which a lot of my chat did, you would have seen this puzzle before. It is a lava room with a very precarious staircase. I did it opposite than the Mithril one, so instead of running up towards the lava, you're running down away from the lava. Most people are protected from lava, so it wasn't a big deal. But as soon as someone held the cup in their hands, lava poured down. So this was the easiest challenge, and I'm glad they did it first. Because they could have done them in any order. This one Lizzie fully set up, and then I added some extra decorations too. But this is just parkour. They weren't supposed to use artifacts to assist them. God damn it, I've broken 2 wheat. You know, it's fine. You know what, we're not going to use artifacts to assist me either. I'm going to keep my ring on so that I don't die. But we're going to prove how cool I am. I think my ring negates fall damage. Mushrooms! Yeah, we gotta have the mushrooms. But yeah, it's meant to just be a nice, easy parkour. Ooh, that jump's actually a little bit tricky. I am parkour master, as we all know. I eat parkour for breakfast, lunch, and sometimes dinner. Yes, I said dinner. That was on purpose. It actually was, because I thought it would be funny. And then bed, but we don't need that. What we need... Fuck. I'm not doing that again. Okay. I messed that up. I did that perfect the first time I did it. But you get to the top, you get the pentacle, go into the sky and find it in the dark, you know. That was that one. Which is very, very fun. And then, there was the last two, which I can't fully show. Actually, I think we have the disc. Yeah, we do have the discs. I could speedrun this and just go to the end one, but we had Kat record as the kind of quote-unquote sphinx for all of these, and it was just, like, trivia. So I think I'm not going to go through all the questions. The first question, I'm going to go through all the questions. First question was who the representative is. That is Silas. Second question is who isn't related. So they're related, they're related, they're related. Me and Cyrus are not related. Next question was who was closest to Bloody Mary. That would be their girlfriend Lotso. Question after that was what was the name of the girl used in Phineas experiments. That was Angelica. And last one was what hurt Briar, and it was unknown. And nobody failed a question. Nobody failed any of the questions. If anyone failed a question, they would be sent into a room down here with a hint, and they would not be able to get out. Oh yeah, you did get the screen. We also had the new people scream for them. But yeah, every wrong answer would send them to a room below with a hint for the correct answer. And they would be stuck down there until whoever completed it and got to the end picked up the item, and then it would send them all back to the entrance room here. So that was very fun for me to set up, was just the escape routes. And then there was this one, which I had a lot of fun making the flashy lights. And these chalkboards are evil because you can't see what you're writing on them. But there was two pressure plates here. This one was the first one, so that was the black plate that the solo person had to go on. And the red plate, which would teleport everybody else. So, black plate, sent people down here. I forgot to add a bed, so Lizzie had to do that. And as you can see, very long, deep drop. And then at the end was the item. And then above, where everyone else would be sent, is a layout of the maze. So below here is all barrier blocks in this same pattern, and the red line is how you get to the end. There were a couple of 1-block gaps which you could jump over that I like didn't really think about because I was like, you probably don't want to risk it if you can't see. But they ended up getting through this one. It took them quite a while, but they made it through. So, you know, this one was very fun. It was actually inspired by one of the escape room videos Scott's Major did, which is very, very fun. It's supposed to be kind of sciencey and creepy. So we like that one. And then after that, they had all the items. They put them in order, and then it did the magic. Or half did the magic. I'm still surprised no one commented on the doors breaking, but you know what? That wasn't my fault. I forgot Lizzie told me that they flooded the room, and you know what? That is just fully my fault. But it worked, and that's all that matters. There was also a dropper at the start, all the way up here. Can I even see it? I can't even see it. We'll try and look at it, and then we'll go to spawn. Is it raining again? No. I think I'm too far down to see it, but there was like a big tunnel and a hot air balloon at the top where, and you can see they all died quite a lot. But yeah, they had to do a dropper at first to get in, which probably was the hardest challenge of them all. Lizzie set that up pretty much all by themselves. And it's very good, very pretty, very beautiful, very beautiful. And we had a lot of fun. It was very, very good, and I got to torment people, and I always love doing that. I always love doing that because it's so fun and silly. Let's go back to spawn. And two things I can show you at spawn is the hotel, which the new people asked for in the opening event. They all have their own houses and got them pretty immediately, but I still set up a hotel for like future reference and just for fun. Lizzie helped me with it by decorating. Lizzie did all the outside and helped decorate the rooms. Pretty much all of this room here, Lizzie decorated. This is kind of like the breakfast area that the hotel provides. Also, Lepion has taken it over, so there are birds. Flamingo running the front desk. This is the seating area. There's also a storage closet, so there's extra chairs and things in here. A pigeon just chilling, making sure you don't steal shit. Oh, there it is. I have Breath of the Wild music playing in here, but I already have my own music playing through Spotify, so that's a bit annoying, but it's actually okay because VOD watchers can enjoy that. And then up here we have the rest of the room. So I did these two. So this is simple little mushroom room. And then on this side we have like a very royal looking decorated room. And then this one Miles did, kind of a mermaidy theme, which is very, very cutesy. And then the last one Lizzie did, which is just very, very pink and very, very pretty and has a cat box. So we love all of that. This is just a very fun little project that I did after building something else, which I cannot show on stream, but you know, it's fun. And then Pit of Death is this way. We'll go this way and I'll show you guys the arena, which is going to be used for a future event, which is very just off the cuff, because Zeal's character Soren was like, hey, Spades, you can take my life. And I'm like, sure, I'm down for that. So I grew this very pretty orchard behind the Pit of Death. Lizzie selected the area, made a path. This also connects to the library that I built. Oh, I can show the library as well. I built that for Jane. But yeah, here is the Colosseum. I'll actually close that. And we'll start downstairs. I didn't give you like an outer look, but it's kind of inspired by the one I built on Fungi, but a little simpler. So this is the first side with another gate. Both rooms are exactly the same, just on opposite sides. Some of these fires have been put out by people, but it's okay. You know, they're very chill, not too much. Might put a carpet down in there at some point just to give it a little bit more flavor. And then up here is where you watch the fight. So there are plenty of seats, plenty of birds in the audience watching, because I just have a thing of bringing Lepion's friends everywhere I build. So we've already got an audience ready and waiting. And I'm probably going to be standing at that side as spades whenever we do this event. And, you know, we're going to actually have brackets and stuff. We have to see who wants to participate in a fight. Because we can't just have me murdering Soren. We got to have more than that. I'm going to quickly run down and close the gate on this side. Because we have these in the mod pack, I don't have to make fancy ones of redstone, even though I 100% could, like I did on Fungi. But yeah, I'll give you as best of an outer look as I can. Yeah, with the trees around, it's a little more difficult, but I kind of just made it kind of scalloped at the sides for an interesting shape. The one on Fungi was more of an oval, but this one is very just circular. I don't know if it's bigger or smaller, but the crowd area is definitely bigger. And it's fun, and I think it's very, very nice, and I'm very happy with it. And then from here, I will show you Jane's. Jane hasn't been able to play on the server super duper often, but their character is Misty, and they are the resident librarian. I didn't know how to connect their path behind, that's Rowan's house. I didn't know if I could connect it like through the back there or not, so I just connected it to the arena. Built this nice bridge for it. And then over here we have Jane's with the Miku outside. Not the Miku, the Katsune Tetto. I'm so sorry, Katsune Tetto. I failed you. How quickly you built that? Well, one, I built it in creative, and that definitely speeds it up. Two, you should see some of the other shit I have built in a day. When I couldn't attend the opening event for this server zeal, and I built an entire mansion for a future event, which hasn't happened yet, and it only took me, like, the duration of, like, the opening event and maybe an extra an hour. But yeah, this is the library. I'll show you around because I made it. So downstairs is the library space. There's a little seating area with some cookies, seats scattered around, books, front desk for Misty, the librarian. I should have put, like, a staff-only sign over here, but I forgot. But this is just a staircase up to the second floor, which is the living space. So we have proper living room area, a bit of extra seating, dining area, kitchen. There are also some items in that box underneath the cutting board. This is Jane's room, which I left the barest so they can decorate it more themselves. And then upstairs is the actual practical, this is Minecraft and I need to store shit. So they have their furnaces and all the chipped workbenches and like just everything they might need, really. A lot of barrel space for all of their items. And I sent Jane pictures and they liked them. And I like doing things for my friends and cool people on this server because I am unemployed and have nothing better to do in my life. And ain't that the goddamn truth? Ain't that the goddamn truth? Okay. We'll go back to my house, because probably gonna get into lore in a minute. But I don't think I fully showed people, like, what I changed the forest into. I also very rushed went through my cake farm the other day, so we might have a second look at that. I know I've already been to the Britannia a bit, but, you know. But yeah, I changed the forest from the ancient trees to these blackwood trees, because they're towering. And then for a pop of red to go with the Tsubakis, I added in these fiery trumpets. And I'm probably going to use this for a different magic mod at some point than Nature's Aura. It still has the Solita quote, because I love it. This is where the Waystone is now. This is all my Nature's Aura stuff, which is going to get deleted at some point. So I'm just kind of leaving it there until that happens. Bridge over there, we're just going to leave to some future stuff, which I have planned but can't build yet. And then we have this nice spot over here, and then this naturally gen structure, which I decided to leave. I might remove it in the future, but right now I'm leaving it. This is where my Tsubakis are growing. And then this is my personal nether portal, which I know I have shown that before, but, you know, showing things again is fun. And I guess I can show the cake farm, mainly because I spent a lot of time AFKing whilst making Gaia ingots and like terra steel and all that kind of stuff. To try and, you know, build up my mana supply. I had 6 full mana tablets, but I gave one to Lucky because Lucky wanted to use one of the artifacts they got. Yeah, I moved my TA plate up here. This is full. Got the Gaia mana spreaders, and as you can see, my cake box is almost full. And I can go through how this farm works quickly. I'm not going to run it because I don't want to cause lag in case anyone comes over to my area. But basically, over here, we have a botany pot, which produces wheat that goes into this barrel, which voids any seeds. The wheat then gets put through this mill and turned into wheat flour. But it also produces seeds from milling the wheat. So any seeds that get outputted get put through this and into lava. So they just get deleted. Then the flour goes along this conveyor, and then when it's in front of here, this washes it into dough. The dough then goes through here and then into the basin. Over here we have sugarcane, which goes through a mill and turns into sugar. You need 2 sugar for every cake, well, only 1 dough and only 1 egg. So that's why there's so many sugarcane. Now that they're full, I probably don't need this many, but I'm just going to leave those there. And then here we have my chickens. About 400 eggs in the thing right now. I might need to expand this so it can hold even more eggs, because I don't actually know if that's max capacity or not, but I do have the item vaults to make it bigger, so I will probably do that later. But yeah, the eggs funnel out of here. Anoki has reached. I don't know what they're talking about. Yeah, they go. Oh, 100 netherite coins. Wait, how much netherite coins do I have? Not 100. Wait. Taking out my emeralds because I don't want to convert those. Still not 100, but I'm doing good. Well, so I have a piece of sugarcane. Oh, it's because I took it from that. Oh, Lord. Throw that away. Honey can't eat it. But yeah, this is set to make cake bases. So, smashes it, makes a cake base, goes across here, gets cooked. Once cooked, goes through here, pops out here, goes here where it is frosted from this cow, which is infinitely being milked, and then put through this item grate into this, which is then pumped into this. And then that gets funneled out this conveyor into the barrel here. So I can just sit here and get cake and then pick it up and place it and get so much mana. It does take, like, I think it's about 40 minutes, 80 cakes and 44 minutes to make a full mana pool, but I have 3 Kakimurases, so it does speed it up a little bit. It's still 80 cakes to fill a mana pool, but it goes a bit faster because I have more mana spreaders and these. Technically, I could get even more mana spreaders and make it a little bit quicker without having to up the amount of Kakimurases that I have, but it doesn't really matter that much. But yeah, I really just use that to get Gaia Spirit Ingots so that people don't have to get into Britannia themselves and can still get all the stuff. It's been really cool learning Britannia stuff, but it's not something that fits my character to go into more than I have. Like, I made the Elementium armor, but I did also make the Terra tools, but I made those for Elle because I thought they fit Elle's character. Because Elle is a herbalist, so they're not for me. And Elle is in Britannia a little bit because they wanted to make these. So I did that, and then we just have the area down there and the pool, and it's very cool. It's very nice. I just needed something to use this area for because I built all of it with the idea I was going to use it for Nature Spirit, and then Nature Spirit's going to get removed, and also just didn't fit down here because you need such big structures for it. So Britannia works perfectly in here, and I'm very happy with this area. It's just very cute. Yeah. But I think we are almost ready for a lore time. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a sleep. I'm going to go on BRB to refill my water because I decided I want fresh water. And then I'm going to turn off my model and maybe move myself to another location. And then we're going to start a lore bit. So I will see you guys in a minute.